In a week where the palace have been warned that your Netflix documentary will be worse than the royal family could ever expect, you, Harry, have donned a Spider-Man suit and recorded a message for Scotty's Little Helpers, which supports children of troops who have died in service.
Oh, it's a great charity, and I like to dust off my Spidey suit every now and then, to make sure I can still locate my Spidey senses.
That's Superman.
Oh, not again. Embarrassing. So I thought I'd ask what everyone would love to know. What is your secret for financial success? What advice would you give the viewers at home?
Oh, it's so lovely for you to ask that question. It feels like I'm being valued for my brain.
Yeah, that's what I admire you most for, Meghan. But that's not to say that I don't admire your yacht girl persona.
Not bad for 41.
Even better for 46.
Yeah.
We have a question here from a Herbert Harmonica, who once had breasts and was known as Veronica, who asks, where do you stand on transgender females competing in women's sport?
It's a revelation in terms of consciousness and tolerance. It's a big step forward.
Yes, it certainly is incredible how it's tolerated. I actually prefer it. It fills me with pride to see people identifying left, right, and centre.
It's been a magical achievement for the trans community and for society at large, in general. Because there have been the detractors, there have been the doubters, the haters. But, you got to expect that. There's always going to be some bigots, backward-thinking bigots who just hate to see people happy.
Oh, what a world. What a world we live in.
But hey, the best we can hope for is to silence these hateful voices, in their attempts to drag us back into the mistaken beliefs of yesterday, such as only biological women can compete in women's sports. What is that?
And we can't have that. What kind of evil heart must you have to want to deprive brave transgender women of the opportunity to compete in the sport they love? And they seem to be so good at them, too.
They do seem quite successful, Harry. Yeah, maybe don't go down this route, Harry.
Why not? We should be celebrating transgender athletes and their achievements, Some of them are performing feats, tremendous feats, never before seen in female sport, Sometimes I literally can't believe what I'm watching.
Mr. Ian Darjeeling, who's unable to truly express how he's feeling, asks, did you give up the game, Harry, in your interview with 60 Minutes with Anderson Cooper, when you replied, what difference would it make, to the question, why don't you renounce your titles?
Look, I'm not even sure that I understand that question.
Yes, what a surprise.
Give up the game? What on earth does that mean? Give up the game? This isn't a game. This isn't a game, Mr. Darjeeling. Okay? And if that is your thing, then I don't even want to know what you're feeling. Because it's hardly healing. It's unappealing.
I think Harry made one of his, few good points there, actually. How is us renouncing our titles going to make any difference? The monarchy is a fundamentally, outdated system. They need to adapt, And us giving up our titles isn't going to affect that at all.
Look, and to be perfectly honest, even if giving our titles back would, bring things all into line and fix all the problems, we still wouldn't do it because we want our cut.
Yeah, Harry, shut up. Shut up.
Kaka literally translates to help me, although there is a paradoxical duality here. He is also puffed up like a proud and powerful male, as though reveling in his professed weakness. It's a textbook cry for help from someone who thinks he should be praised for admitting he needs help. Very interesting. A crescendo indeed. This means precisely what I want to the point of instability. Prepared to say many different things, none of which are mushrooms necessarily foraged from the forests of truthfulness. What Harry is saying here is that he fears he is being poached like an elephant, and that after his valuable tusks are ripped out, his ivoryless body will be left to rot on the baking savannas.
Always a good source of moolah.
So I've read you plan to be filmed meeting up with communities throughout South Africa.
Rumour has it they can't wait to meet us.
Oh, I hadn't heard that rumour.
Well, I only started it very recently.
Yeah, we're definitely going to be conducting this tour very much within with a humanitarian focus, right? And for instance, we're going to be teaching people about safe birthing practices. Well, no, not teach. We're going to bring awareness of safe birthing practices. Nice save.
The cameras are going to follow us as we visit compounds and share medical knowledge. I spend so much time laughing and being happy. Waste so much time on that I couldn't properly concentrate on my mental health.
Oh, okay. So, by implication, that would mean that your current state of mopey perma-whinge is unequivocal proof that you are currently dedicating your time firmly to your mental health. Yeah, mental health awareness is about opening up and letting your demons out. Is it? And when Harry finally let his demons out, when he finally opened up, we really found out what a state he was actually in. I mean, those raws really messed him up. Right. So your qualification for spreading medical education around South Africa is that you did such a top-notch job on fixing Harry's mental health. Oh, sorry, Harry, can I just make sure I'm hearing you correctly? You have no idea why people call you Harry?
No idea.
Oh my God. I've explained it to him like 100 times. It's like a nickname, Harry.
Well, I've already got nicknames. Hazza, the intergalactic Hasmonaut. The weird thing is, they're all Harry related, and not Henry related. I haven't got a clue why.
Well, traditionally, Harry is a more informal alternative to Henry, much like Jack is a more informal alternative to John.
No, I think you've got it a little bit wrong there, Cobalt.
Oh, here we go. Oh my God, I've tried. Okay, I've tried. This one just will not go through, It does not compute. It scrambles his brain.
John is a name that's short for Jonathan.
Well, no, not always.
Please, just let me finish, you eager beaver.
It's almost too much to take.
Okay. John is John, and Jack is like a whole different, unique name. Jack. Do you know how you can tell? It's really easy. Different letters.
And what would you say to the criticism that the word intolerance is such a polluted and nebulous term that it merely allows the whimsical tyranny of talentless twerps like Justin Trudeau?
Justin's a good guy, all right? A little bit weak, but he's learned to toughen up, like me.
Yeah, and he's so handsome.
Well, he's not everyone's cup of tea.
He'll always do what needs to be done, And he's, really so very handsome.
Well, I actually think his face is looking a bit puffier recently.
I mean, Justin is a poster boy for what a better future, for what a better world looks like, He's the exact opposite of Donald Trump, He does the right things, he says the right things, he looks the right way.
Well, I think he looks like a drinker.
Don't get jealous, Harry.
I haven't got anything to be insecure about.